What's going on, guys? It's me, XavvoMore, and welcome back to the second channel. It's me, XavvoMore, and we are here with episode 62 to XavvoMore's Mystical World. And yeah, we've got a very interesting little video here today because it's kind of a detour from what we were doing in the previous video. Because in the previous video, we began working on this kind of welcome hub, this community welcome hub, which will soon have villagers in it and all the sorts. And it's going to plan to, you know, go up a few more stories, I think, so it'll be a nice little castle that overlooks the entire world. But what we're going to do today, as a little split from that, is we're going to be continuing this footpath, and we're going to be completely removing all of this here and raising it so it's actually on the side of a cliff edge here. So we're basically going to be completely artificially, god damn, I can't speak today, artificially constructing a fake mountainside, and we're going to make it look as realistic as possible. It's going to act as like a cliff to the water, which just gives you that extra sense of security, so people can't just get into the world from the ice area down there. They actually have to take the gate or take another part of the world to get in. So it just makes everything a lot more nicer, and also the footpath can then fully lead around and continue around the perimeter walls. But something I just want to check out real quick is apparently they've added a cuteness update to the game, which basically makes the smaller animals look more cute instead of looking like small adult versions. Because you know how you've got like the pigs and you could like breed them and they'll make small pigs and they'll just kind of look like they've got an adult head with a small body. Apparently they've made it so that the baby ones look cute, but I mean, we've got a baby cow right here that doesn't even look different. Looks exactly the same. So I don't know if I just launched the game with the feature off and then it's just done that, or what the deal is, or maybe it's just not visible in this texture pack and you've got to go into the default Minecraft texture pack to see it. But they basically made it so like the chickens, like the baby chicks, look like yellow instead of just white like the adult ones, and they've got like really cute little faces. So I don't know, I feel like that'll be really neat actually if we can end up seeing that in one of the preceding episodes, you know. But for now, it doesn't look like it's really taken any effect, which is kind of surprising. But I was just so caught off by it because it's in like the Minecraft launcher area. As soon as you come on, it's on the side, it just says cuteness and it's switched on and you can actually turn it off. But I was just thinking, what the hell is that? So I was messing with it, and it was showing a difference in, you know, what the faces would look like on, say, a chicken and when you have it on versus off. But I was like, okay, but what actually is that? So I looked it up and they were saying that it's a new feature. So that explains completely why I've never seen it up until now. But yeah, so we're going to need a lot more dirt, it appears, if we're going to want to continue building this. And I'm not sure how much of this we're going to just do in normal timing or if we're going to do like time-lapsing and stuff, but it's probably going to take a little bit of time, this. We could probably get this done in the same episode, honestly, because I don't feel like if we're going to be detouring off and doing all this other stuff in the same episode that it will take too long on video length. I'm going to just take as much of this as possible, if not all of it. I might as well take all the stacks. And I'm not sure if we're going to need cobble to actually make some of the sides look a bit more realistic. I don't think we have any stone on us. Oh, we have a bit of stone and we have a bit of cobble, but literally nothing other than that. So if we are going to want to add, you know, more detail to the side of this mountain, we're going to have to implement some of that as well. So yeah, this is give or take a very interesting video for you guys. Probably would look cooler in time-lapse, not gonna lie, from a third-person perspective or something. But either you're gonna find this interesting regardless, or you're just gonna think it's really boring. I can't do much about that if you guys don't enjoy it, you know. It is what it is. Also, I need to say as well, Happy Easter. This is going up on Easter Sunday, so hopefully you guys are having a very nice time. Maybe even spoiling yourself with some lovely Easter eggs. But, you know, if you really want to strip it down to the bare bones of why this day exists, it's because of Jesus Christ, man. God damn it. What a time to be alive, guys. He died for us so that we can sit here and play Minecraft. Yeah, that's exactly why Jesus died. Was it all led to Minecraft? That was all what it was about. You know, I guess you could just say it was all because of art. Really, that's what it was all coming down to. It was just art. People like Notch, you could say, were blessed with the power of Christ to create what they created, to, you know, change so many people's lives. That is a nice way of looking at it, even if you're not a Christian. And I'm not really a Christian, like full on. I'm not devout or anything, but I definitely grew up with Christian beliefs and teachings in my childhood, and so that's where I get my morality and my views from on like a lot of stuff, to be fair, even if I'm not devout. Wow, this has gone real like spiritual all of a sudden. Okay, yeah, this is gonna probably take a long time to remove this whole fence. I've literally just realized that, like, We're probably going to need the diamond pick to even go at a semi-fast speed with these damn fences. And it really feels redundant after I've just gone and built all this in one of the other episodes just to be like, yeah, let's remove all of it again. But it needs to be done. I wasn't even anticipating it at first that it was gonna, look like this whatsoever. Because I was just thinking, oh yeah, it'll have to run around the sides of the world and, whatever happens, happens. But I didn't even think about this footpath and how it's supposed to lead around the side of the world. So that's why we're now having to go and correct our doings. I don't know if the music's a bit loud. I'll turn it down a little bit on OBS. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys, because I know sometimes I go and rearrange the audio levels on Elgato. Not on Elgato, goddamn. When I'm going to look at like Elgato or look at the desktop recording audios and stuff when it comes to videos, and I always forget to put them back, and I never really completely remember what the setting was, so I might end up just leaving it on something really loud, and then I watch back a video and I'm like, oh my god, you can barely hear me over the music of the game or the sound effects. That happens quite commonly with the main channel, I'll be honest, more than the second channel. But yeah, I think it just makes sense in general to move all this up, because I actually really like the openness of this as it is, but when you have this all gated in like this, it just feels odd. So it'll make more sense to have this sort of natural blend from the layers of the outside leading up, and then it'll be around the cliffside, So I think this little wall removing procedure is probably going to take a bit of time. So what I'm going to do is go into a bit of a time lapse for this bit, just to fully remove all the walls. Hopefully this should be almost nearly, or if not slightly more, of the right amount to put on the cliff above. So we hopefully won't need to craft any more iron fences or stone bricks or lanterns and whatnot once we moved it all up moved it up about, I don't know how many blocks that is up. But anyway, yep, let's get to the time lapse. Let's go. Okay, there we go. We've removed all of the wall that we previously placed. So time to get to the building. This is where the real creativity has to come in here, because we've got to really blend all of this out. This is going to require some, obviously, one Minecraft hill design kind of knowledge, which I have quite a bit of, if I do say so myself. And also some of it's going to come down to kind of geographical layer sort of knowledge. So, when you look at a world map, or I guess, I don't know what they call them, like the types of maps specifically, they're related to mountains anyway. If you've ever looked at them in geography classes, they basically show like a bird's eye view of a mountain or a hillside, and it's basically shown in almost like Damascus squiggles in the shape of a mountain or hill, and the lines represent the increasing heights or layers, the heights of each hillside. So, whereas you can only really explain a mountain or a hill in 3D terminology, like, oh, it's going up and it's, shaped like this. From above, you can't really tell, so the lines are supposed to indicate, the width in each part of a mountain depending on how high it is. So, hopefully I didn't completely confuse the shit out of that. I probably did. But you need some sort of understanding of that, I think, in Minecraft to be able to completely construct a artificial mountainside, because you need to understand the natural layering of dirt and whatnot that, in the way that makes a hillside or a mountain look authentic, as opposed to it just being like pyramid-like, just increasing in height. So it is kind of like an eye. It's an eye, it's a skill, it's a craft in a way, and you can't have all of it be even the whole way around. Some of it will be like oddly sort of spilling out a bit more in other areas, and some parts will be very, very high and just immediately jump up. So that's what makes it all kind of time-consuming, and that's why I thought we should make an episode dedicated to this, because, like I say, this could take quite some time. I'm pretty sure, though, we shouldn't be too far off from getting this done, though, because it isn't, in fairness, like a huge project. Like I was saying, it's gonna be a huge project in the last video, but it really isn't, to be honest. It's all about patience. And yeah, I need to get up there somehow. I don't want to use the current blocks that we're using. We'll use the wood. So yeah, I think what we can really gain from not only making this cliffside and allowing the footpath to like fully lead around is that we can also then make some really nice displays. So we can plant a load of flowers basically leading around our hillside, like around the cliffside and whatnot. And we can also, in doing so, make some really nice sort of, I guess, footpaths, really. Because I don't want these to just be boring little paths that go around the walls. I want them to feel like a scenic route, you know? As you walk around, you get to look at, like, the nature and the stuff that's, like, planted in. And even better yet, it'll be a nice look-down view onto the areas below, you know, the ice and whatnot. And I've kind of actually considered making that whole nature reserve thing or whatever it was here on the ice instead of doing it somewhere really far away. I just don't know how that's gonna look, though, you know? Because, like, the ice is kind of, like, part of... It's a lake, right? But it would be cool if I built these big quarters of just dirt in each floor of this bridge in these spaces and then just plant loads of trees on it. It would be a nice way of basically taking up this space, making it look a bit more nice instead of it just being a fat ass lake. And yeah, I don't know what you guys would think of that. I mean, I know it's my world and all that, but I do like to hear second opinion on stuff. Not all the time, but sometimes I do. So it would be kind of cool if we could do that. I think, yeah, we're going to definitely need to implement some stone down here, because otherwise, you see all the stone kind of layers here on the other mountain, but here it's all just dirt. Wow, I think it actually needs to come out quite a bit more, actually, if I want it to be leveled with this. So if this is going to go out, how many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might as well start here, right? So we should, like, probably start constructing the kind of, like, cave opening or whatever right here. And that could be a nice way to have, like, the river look like it's going under. I think that would be really cool, actually. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the idea design-wise. I definitely need more dirt, though. That's going to be a problem. Where did I put my bed, actually? I had a throwaway bed, and I think I left it up by the welcome hub. Probably should take that with us and put it down here. And I think in trying to get loads of dirt to build this, we're going to have to go scavenging a lot of dirt, which might mean leveling out some of these areas up here. Oh, we've actually left some dirt inside the building as well. Oh my god, there's a creeper. Don't come over here. Please don't come over here. Please don't come over here. Okay, it's looking at me. As long as you don't actually come over here, I'm okay. Oh, shit. Look, bro, he's slowly inching his way over. I'm going to have to just be careful he doesn't walk in here, because if he blows up this structure, man, it's going to be a pain in the ass. I also saw in the last video that I'd put this torch here instead of there. That, I don't know, it just kind of triggered me, so thought I'd correct that in case anybody else noticed. Some people are very OCD like I am. Some people are not. Right, I'm also going to go and get a bunch of dirt from just this whole area, so we're going to time-lapse this bit as well, guys, just to make things a little bit less tedious to watch. So let's get to it. Okay, we've now got a few more stacks, I would say, here. Not too bad. Not too bad. So we'll keep just occasionally coming back up here and just taking from that, I think, if we're going to continue building that out. Wow, it looks so nice when all the grass is just kind of filled in. That looks awesome. I love that. That's really nice. And obviously, as you can see, last time we did leave a bit of a space. This is kind of probably where I'm going to think of putting all these flowers. It would look really, really clean if we put some flower beds in there. And, yeah, so we've actually got quite a lot more to keep extending here. Outwards, because like I said, that's like 6, 7 just said 6. Fucking hell, man. I hate that meme. I hate that meme has just corrupted my brain. But yeah, I was gonna do it like, because I think this was like 6 or 7 blocks outwards, right? Like, this is gonna require a lot of dirt. And yeah, I could just probably build the outside and not worry about filling it in, but I'm not one of those people. I hate when I don't fill things in, because then it causes spaces for mobs to spawn in. So we're gonna also once again, speed this bit up. This is not something I really want to cut or, like, crop, because if I do that, I basically won't be showing you exactly what is going on in terms of the building process. And this is quite a building process-oriented thing here, because this is the actual structure. So what we're going to do is just, yeah, like I say, speed this bit up. And, yeah, let's get to it. Hey, look who's come to visit us on Easter. What's up, you Fleming bastards? Yeah, happy Easter to you guys too. Even if you do spit on my damn floors in that doghouse. I never forgot that, by the way. Nah, I didn't forget. You foul, snooted little guy. Bro, your nose alone looks like a chicken's face or something, bro. That looks like a face. That's crazy. Has this guy got anything interesting? Oh, he's got cherry logs. Those are quite cool, actually. And he does have a lot of Lily of the Valleys. So we could, maybe go and trade with him afterwards. But, for the time being, I think we'll just leave him be. And we'll carry on with our time lapse. Okay, we're almost there now, guys. Just got a little bit more in terms of layers to go, but it's looking pretty cool so far. Look, we got all this, and as you can see, this is where the arch is going to be, and we're going to need to smelt a lot of the cobble we've actually been gathering from up on that hill to turn into stone, so we can actually make that sort of realistic, stony cliffside kind of look. But other than that, yeah, it's coming along quite nicely, and I am going to have to build obviously more layers underneath in the cave archway because right now I can't really do much with this and sculpt it out to have the footpath going upwards because it kind of literally removes the only block that's there. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go straight back to time-lapsing again. Let's go. Okay, guys, I'm not sure how long these time-lapses have been now, and I am certain you're probably sick of just watching me time-lapse everything. So what I'm going to do here is just continue building a little bit more on camera. Well, I've been on camera the whole time, obviously, but what I mean is, like, you know, actually showing me do it. So I'm not sure if I want, like, an overhang here with this part of the cave out here, so it could kind of, like, dangle over a little bit, because I know Minecraft typically renders a lot of terrain designs in that sort of way, and it would make more sense, I guess, if I did that, because some of this does actually slightly overhang. So I think that could make for a nice sort of cave feature design, and I might even need to extend the stone design up slightly, because with these sort of hanging over parts, it would make a bit more sense for it to be stone underneath, layering it. So yeah, I think we'll do something like that, and we'll do that maybe 2 more blocks there. We'll have a look at that and see how that looks. But yeah, most of this now is going to be just kind of detailing and filling in the rest of this cave and whatnot, because the outside is basically done now, I would say. And yeah, I mean, it's coming along really nicely. The inside of it doesn't matter too much. That could be for a separate day. We could have like something really cool that we could lead under there, maybe something could lead under, like a cave tunnel system, and we could have like a way to get down into that cave, like a sewer access sort of thing with a ladder that gets into there. Or we could just not do that at all, because that could be a danger access for some people. Or we could have one of those sort of drawbridge type things, or what they call them, like those bar sort of lowering things that people used to have in kingdoms and stuff. That would look really, really cool if we put one of those there. So, I don't know, we could get really, you know, crafty with it. So we'll have to just see how this progresses over the coming episodes. But I think in obviously the next episode, we fully intend on just getting that community hub thing, you know, finished, or, you know, getting some more floors done on it at least. I don't know if we'll finish it entirely, but it's getting nearer to being finished at least, so that's something. I'm not really sure what to do with this part here, though. Like, this is where it's kind of like throwing me a bit of a curveball, right? It's because, like, I'm trying to increase the height of the wall parts, but I need to make it look like normal, if that makes sense. I can't have it, like, jump up from one block to another where it looks goofy on one side and normal on the other side. We could just have it, like, go up here, maybe? Because I need it to match up. This is the thing. I need it to match up with this other part over here. Because I don't want it to be like this weird leaning in format, because then it will look really weird. Like, there's loads of space here and then tiny space here. I want it to sort of come around in the same area. It would make more sense in that regard. So I think we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Then we'll do, because I have to lead this down gradually, right? We'll do the next one here. Well, actually, that's a bit of a sudden drop, to be fair. It would look very, very awkward trying to build a post there. We'll do it like this, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it kind of makes more sense to, I guess, jump up here like that. I don't even know if I want to. Did I do it 2 out for those ones where it, like, jumps up a block? I think I might have. Or it's just, like, okay, it's just up like that, I believe. We can check the other parts of the wall. I don't think it jumps out too much further than 1 block, really, on the incline spots, but I could be horribly wrong. Yeah, see how this has gone up? And then this kind of still reaches out an extra block. It's so that you can't, like, hop it in this space here without that block there. So, right, I need to do the same then with the other parts. And I need to stop trying to eat the melons. The melons take way too long to replenish health, so I'm just going to keep eating the steaks. Yeah, I really need to get back on the meat cooking grind. There's so much meat I need to make in the game. So this is what I mean, guys. See how if I don't have it going out another block here, I can literally just jump from that block to there. This basically ensures that you can't do that, basically. And, right, this one goes like that. Oh, it's joining with the thing, though. That's the problem. Ugh. Right, you know what? We'll move it down another block. God damn. Because I can't bear with that. That will actually just, like, trigger something in me, man. Like the OCD or whatever the fuck. Like, actually just annoys me. I don't know why it annoys me when stuff like that happens, but it'll have to go like that. 1, 2, 3. And then this one we can remove there. See how that kind of naturally sort of curves to the wall and then drops down, or curves to the map, I should say. We've got a bit of dirt left over. I don't know how much more of it we're going to need to, like, sort of level this floor out. I think for the most part, we've kind of, like I say, done with this sort of outside design. So we should probably be able to just drop this all down now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that'll go out on the 5th block, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it goes up 2. Hopefully I've done that right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, yeah, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, yep, that's perfect. Okay, so yeah, you can see how this is now going to connect up really nicely if we keep following in this kind of formation. I just need to make the cliffside as well look natural. It's starting to look really natural, actually. See how that... You would never imagine that was not like that before. You wouldn't, would you? Like, it does look very authentic. See, this is where I give myself credit. I'm a pretty darn good hill builder in Minecraft. You might have thought I was going to say hillbilly, but I was not going to say hillbilly. I'm a pretty good hillbilly, guys. That would be pretty funny, though. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this part. This bit's kind of like a ball ache. I'm not going to lie. I could actually just remove all of that. It doesn't need to completely just sort of gradient down to one block. It could just literally be a jump, like I say, because it's going to be a cliffside. So it would kind of make sense just like that as it is, you know? So yeah, we probably don't need to do much more down here in terms of design. But yeah, so now we need to basically just connect the rest of this up. So I might even just speed this bit up as well, or just do a jump cut or something. And that way we could save a lot of video time. So I think, yeah, we'll just do a little time lapse once again. I think this is going to be the last one now. Okay, guys, so as you can see, this is a perfect, absolutely perfect build. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it fills in, it connects up, just like it's supposed to do. That is actually nuts. I wasn't expecting it to go that perfectly, to be honest with you, but there you go. So I probably will either do that block there. That'll probably make more sense. And then underneath we can fill that in with dirt. So yeah, it all fully connects up just as I intended it to. I thought there might have been maybe a discrepancy, like an odd number or something, but it actually is perfect. I literally couldn't ask for a better build there. That is just perfect. Now, that gives us a lot less grief in terms of wall designing. We can get the wall designing part out of the way now, and we can just kind of focus in the coming episodes on just sort of continuing the footpath, and then at a later point when we build this whole cave thing and whatever goes on with that, we can fill in the rest of it and make that look more fleshed out, I guess, on the inside. But this is just, yeah, basically everything I wanted to get done in today's video is just to fully finish this wall off, raise it all up, and yeah, I think we've got some extra stone in here, so we can now just use some of that leftovers on the cave down there. And I've also, as you can see, been sort of grooving this out so that it can gradually make its way up into the hillside. So it's gonna look really, really nice, I think, when this is finished. And we might even have a video. I don't know if we'll do it as like a segment of the next video whilst we're working on the second floor or whatever of the community hub, or if we'll do a completely separate episode for it where we'll just like decorate all of the world with flowers. So like everywhere we've been since we started making pavements in the world will basically all have flower decorations going down the streets, down just all of the footpaths here as well. I mean, it's all pavements at the end of the day. All of it's paving. This is no exception to like all the other parts down there near the main parts of the house, but it'll look fantastic once we've got all of this properly sort of detailed out and whatnot. So yeah, I think that's going to be probably its own episode, if you ask me. Just makes the most sense to do something like that. And yeah, with this part here, you know, give or take, we could just sort of leave it sort of like this, right? Like, it doesn't matter too much what this looks like. I mean, this is just kind of the wall area, so we could leave a gap around it, or we could slightly increase all of that as well, maybe. But for the time being, I think I'm pretty happy with this. I think this looks really cool. And, yeah, so now the only thing we've got left to do is just kind of put the leftover wall parts on these parts of the walls. I said put wall parts on the wall parts. That's how good my English is, guys. Whilst I'm recording, I always say the most enlightening stuff, don't I? Alright, so that can go like that. This is the outside. Oh my god, I didn't realize just how good it looked. Whoa, that is nuts. Dude. Okay, yeah, so the stone needed to go down there in that little space. Remember that. And, oh, we need to do something there as well. Make that look a bit nice. Oh, we've got a Zomble. Mr. Zomble, please do not harass me. I come in peace. No, I don't. I'm lying. I don't come in peace at all. I have no mercy for your stinking species. You're not human. You don't count as human no more, damn it. You know what I've just realized? There's more zombies in Minecraft than there are Steves. I know this is like a logic, you know, as far as real life goes as well, you know, there's more dead people than there are people alive. Like, that is always going to be the truth. But I just think that's kind of nuts, though. Like, you never actually see Steve in Minecraft because Steve is either your character or somebody else's character. But all these dead guys walking around, in theory, are all Steves, right? They're all dead Steves. I mean, that's the only way you can realistically look at it because, like, you know, they all look like Steve. They all have his clothing. They're just green and dead. Or green and mean is the word people use, isn't it? That's how people refer to, like, the Incredible Hulk. They say, I'm feeling real green and mean right now. That's the zombies in this game, you know? I'm having to, like, break my own walls just to get back into them, man. Like, Jesus. It's a good thing zombies aren't equipped with pickaxes and don't know how to use them. That's all I can say. So, yeah. We should be basically done here. Like, I don't really need to go and put lights and stone walls on all of the other parts that I haven't done yet because they can be done when I decide to continue the wall with the other builds. But it's definitely something that should, you know, get done at some point. Not in this video. This video is already long enough as it is. I'm just going to put down whichever ones we've got left over, basically. So let's just carefully inch our way across here. There we go. And bam! This is our grand hand-sculpted piece of art right here, damn it. I don't know what you guys think, but this is a work of art. God damn it. Look at it. Look at it. Oh! But yeah, the best angle of this is going to be around the other side. So we're going to just quickly have a little run around the side and just to show off basically the entirety of this. We need to do something about this bit here. This is disgusting. Like, what the hell happened with all this? This is all cave type of stuff, isn't it? Shit. Right, yeah, I definitely need to cover this over at some point, and I don't know what we'll do with it. We might just leave it hidden. This is the design. Oh, God. Jesus, I'm falling in holes. This hole I dug in here probably, like, way at the start of the series as well. This is what we've done today. Oh, there's a cloud going over. Damn it. It has been quite the task, let me tell you. But we did get to the bottom of it in the end. We got all of it as completed as possible. There's still, like, little bits up there, maybe behind my head. And then, like, inside the cave to actually fully detail out. But once all the grass gets growing on this and it starts to just really set in, this is going to look really nice, I think. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching today's episode. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash a like, of course, leave a comment, and subscribe for more Minecraft episodes. And with that being said, thank you once again. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.